so we'll see. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Anybody notice how Monica plays piano and there's piano in the game's music? I noticed, but I didn't think they were tied. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided I would like to try expressing myself a little bit more. And it turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you around, anyway. Well, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Turbo. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Turbo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. She got a bad back. I could read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Well, I guess that makes sense. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. If I have back pain, I just have back pain fairly regularly. I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over while reading. Maybe she is trying to stick her boobs out, and that's why her back is hurting. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's exactly what it is, and it's nothing else. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. I'm the same way, honestly, but I need a pillow when I'm on the pillow. It's a bag of small candies I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall with our teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, holding one half of the book. Except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer, our shoulders are touching. Sweet! Some nice shoulder action. Oh, the floor, okay. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hands. I end up in the position where it makes it even harder to focus, because now I worry that I'll be making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have some if you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? I kind of brought them for you secretly, but without saying it out loud. Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. And I also have the chocolates in my crotch, so... I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Look at the little specklers. The dust from the light. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time of reading from it. She does have a good point. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, I have to... Sorry, I gotta move to this side. Now, normally my game screen is on this side, not this side. Unfortunately, I couldn't get them flipped. Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Here you go! A piece of chocolate. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. That's actually a cute moment, by the way. Why does this look like my shirt's falling down? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Whoa! Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs she needs to confirm what just happened. Turbo? I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's, well, you were just helping. It's something that friends do, right? I mean, if you wanna, like, go out or something sometime, then, like, that'll be cool. Not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all what it was. It was all that's what friends do. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I like where this is going. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. My pants are bulging. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Her breaths, not her breasts. But I'm sure her breasts were probably rising as he's staring at her chest. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. She takes the chocolate in place of her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Oh, jeez! Wah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Turbo, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Thanks. Oh, man, I was getting close. Okay, thanks. The spell has abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Man, I just got cock-blocked. Dang it. I pick up the bags of chocolate. The chocolate, whatever. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us are going to have the courage to bring up. Alright, so who should I show the poem first? So I guess we're going to go straight gung-ho, 100% Yuri. Is that cool with everybody? That seems like what everybody wanted a while ago, too. Everyone down to, like, straight go for Yuri every time? While you do that, I'm going to fix my face cam. I'm a little dark. Yuri. Man, I look gross. I gotta shave. Yuri, please. Alright, everybody says Yuri. Alright, we're gonna go to Yuri. Yuri will be our first that we go to. Let's see what you've got written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Turbo. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why? Oh, it doesn't matter which one you choose because you have to show everyone. I guess you're right. But I guess, does it matter, Andrew, since you've been watching people play? Do we get special scenes? Because I know there's different endings, but do we get special scenes depending on the words that we pick when we're writing our poem? Because I think my first two poems that I wrote were more towards Yuri. So I don't know if I'm getting a lot of Yuri scenes. Maybe you can tell me that without... You won't spoil it, but I mean, like, you can let me know if that's kind of like how the game is paced. You did a good job explaining. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Alright, so that's good to know. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Wait. Okay, I'll wait. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. You don't really think that, do you, Yuri? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. So this is what I'm asking, Andrew. I'm wondering if the answers that we pick when we're designing our poem, right? Depending on the three girls that they pop up, if it's because we're catering, because it said we're catering to that particular person. So we're catering to that particular person. Does it mean that we're getting the positive right now? Because Yuri was the one that we won with. We're getting the positive response. We're connecting with Yuri and then not with the other two, or vice versa. Do you want to share? Do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay, whoever laughs at Yuri brings out a knife. Well, it's the same for everyone. Everyone gets the same scene, but there are some secret endings. Okay. Okay. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. That's guilty, right? My attention was caught by the scuffling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a ordinary human. I don't know what this is. Unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon, what? Increments its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. There's a lot of emphasis on the knife here, which is kind of awkward. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. That's not good together. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Oh, perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, I don't like that. The raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. What? Classic Pavlovian conditioning. Oh yeah, I slice the bread and I feel myself again. But it's a girl you go with that can affect the game. Alright guys, so I think this is going to be much darker than I thought. So, obviously there's a knife in play. I don't think the raccoon is the raccoon in this